Without a doubt, this is the best toy find I have ever come across for me as a collector. I had placed an ad on Craigslist for broken laptops, and I had a lady call me. She was an elderly lady. Last week called me, and she said she had a whole bunch of comic books for sale. Her husband used to own a comic book store, and they shut down like in the early 90s. As you can see there, I bought probably about 20 or 30 comics. Unfortunately, all the comics were like from 1989, and I think they were. She went to flea markets, and everything good, decent was already picked out. But most of them were only worth like $2, $3, $5. So it wasn't even worth dealing with. But before I left, she says, "Oh, do you like old toys?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she showed me a box that had 4 old 1977 Shogun Warrior model toys, the old cast iron toys from Japan by Mattel from the 1970s. These are all from 1977. And what was amazing about it is, I remember as a kid, I was a 4 or 5-year-old in the late 70s, and I remember we had one of the giant toys like this. This is the Mazinga, the Great Mazinga. Those were like 2 foot tall, and these right here are like 3.5 inches. But I remember just loving that toy. It's probably my favorite toy of my whole childhood. And I did have an Incredible Hulk that you blew up, and he would bust open a cage. But this was probably one of my favorites, the 2 foot version of Mazinga. And I remember, of course, he had a spaceship on his head, and his fist would spring load and shoot, and he had bullets. And I actually had one of those bullets from I kept it, the toy I got rid of a long time ago. I mean, the dog got a hold of it and everything else, but I still had one of the bullets. I went ahead and I think I sold it on eBay for like $5. I didn't have any idea. That's when I first started selling on eBay, and I wish I had kept it. It's probably worth about $20 now, the bullet. But anyways, we had my parents' friends came over one time, and one of their daughters shot my brother in the eye with one of those bullets from the giant Mazinga, and almost knocked his eye out. But anyways, these 4 here, I mean, they're all in the box, and they have been open, but we're talking they may have been used like maybe 2 or 3 times. I mean, you could tell there's no scratches on them, no marks. I'll go ahead and open them up here. They're such a good find. I'll probably keep at least one of the Mazingas, and I might keep the Raider right here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and open up one of the Mazingas, the Great Mazinga. Yeah, these actually originally were no, they were actually animation cartoons that they had, the giant robots. And then they started making comic books. And then, of course, Mattel got the rights to do the toys. And so I think they did pretty well with them. And actually, for like 6 months in 1979, Marvel Comics got the rights of them, and they started making their own comic book version of them. And they actually got the rights to Godzilla at the same time. So you probably remember the 2 foot Godzilla toys with the tongue that stuck out, and the flying fist as well. So go ahead and look here. We'll probably go ahead and test it out. Test the spring-loaded fist. See there? And there's no scratches and no cracks or anything like that. It's in very good condition. As you can see there, it says Japan, and Japan is known for their good quality, especially now. It's very heavy too. If you feel the weight of it, Go ahead and weigh it. It's about 5.5 ounces. Let's see if it'll load the fist. It's got, there's the fist, and there's the thing that comes in the back. The wings. And I know the big version had all these as well. This doesn't really fit that well on there. I'm sort of surprised. I don't know if it doesn't seem like it has any wear on it. So there's the wings. And it comes with 2 swords. Most likely this sword is for the other Mazinga that it came with. Oh wow. So both of these fists fly off. I remember the tall version wasn't like that. Very cool. Wow. My God. It's no wonder they recalled these things. That one's not as strong. But holy cow. They would definitely not make toys like this today. 2 reasons. Number one, the projectile hitting another kid's eye or an animal's eye. And the projectiles are too small, so they're chokeable. Look at that. That's powerful. I think, especially in the United States, they made regulations where they couldn't make, and I think the Shogun Warriors was the toy that onset that legally, where there were so many complaints that's where all the regulations came for, to where you couldn't have small little toys like this and things that would shoot. Here's the vehicle. I'll go ahead and open up. So this is the action vehicle, Shogun action vehicle, and it actually had 3 vehicles, and this one's called the Verti-Lift, and there's a couple of others. There's a tank. There's another spaceship-looking thing. This box looks like it's been handled a little bit more compared to the Mazinga. Wow. Look at that. Let's see, where does these go in? You can shoot somewhere from these. And what year is this one from? I think this is from 1977 as well. Made in Japan and distributed from Mattel in California. So this shows how to do it right there. So push buttons, launch claws. Now, I don't know if I see a claw here. So that's disappointing. So I don't see the claw. And then extend wings. Looks like it might be missing a part there. These are spring action right here. These 2 here, but those are where the claws would go that I don't have. And these, I'm not even sure what these are. They look like they're propellers or something. So this one's missing the claw. But heck, I'm sure someone would want it for parts and or to go to their collection. So we'll put that one away. Raider. And this box is in a lot better condition than the 2 Mazingas. very careful and open this one up. And this one don't even look like it's been open. Yeah, this one's in good condition. And you have to think about it, these toys are 40 years old. So amazing. He's cool looking. And this thing is like in pristine condition. All the limbs are very stiff. No give in them at all. I mean, that's mint condition. I mean, the only thing it's got a little bit of wear is the box, but even that's still good for a 40-year-old box. This little flower gadget here. Let's see what the box says. To shoot it, looks like it would go out of the left hand. I don't know about you guys, but I think Mazinga would kick this Raider guy's butt. That's not how it goes. I'm thinking I'm missing a couple of things. So I think in the star you put little projectiles here that I think are missing. I see here on the box there's like 4 little red missiles that I don't see. Update time from my last comment where I stated that this particular Raider did not come with the red projectiles shown here. The reason is I guess due to the recall that I was telling you about, they removed the little red rockets and they put these little things in instead. Of course, which would make sense, like a star, to where they wouldn't, you know, knock someone's eye out. Alright, Raider. I'll probably end up keeping the Raider. I'll definitely keep one of the Mazingas. The other Mazinga here, actually this might be the one I keep right here. It also looks like it's in really good condition. It even still has the price tag on there. Can you believe it? $2.99. 40 years of inflation, that would probably be like 15 bucks today. So this is like a $15 toy, and it was made by a company or sold in probably like a Kmart or Walmart kind of grocery store called Alexander's. I've never heard of it. If anybody's heard about that or remembers an Alexander, go ahead and put that in the comment section. But so anyways, I got all 4 of these for 20 bucks, guys. $5 a piece. And actually for the comics, I really just bought them just because she was a nice lady and everything. I didn't, you know, I'd probably just give them away to people that I know. But she was such a nice lady, I was going to buy those anyway, so I gave her 30 bucks for them. But then she sold me, asked her what she'd want for them. I didn't even offer a price. I said, well, how much do you want for them? She says 20 bucks for all 4, so that's $5 a piece. So I think I'll get my 50 bucks back by selling at least one of these. I think I saw the Mazinga in mint condition on eBay for like 130 bucks that it sold for. So, alright, thank you for watching, and subscribe and tune in for some more awesome toy videos, unboxings. Alright, have a good one.